Here are four of the Inec and APC criminalities that must not be institutionalized in our quest for true democracy. Out of all the evidences tendered so far, these are by far what would nail APC and Inec. Just follow me to the end as I unleash these undeniable facts. Before I proceed, please take 1 second of your precious time to click on the subscribe button below so that we can continue bringing you great content and live updates from the court proceedings. Thanks for your love. Count 1. Constitutionality of the 25% requirement. The law is very clear, as ex-Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Michael Ohanduaka, made reference that a day like this will surely come after the election. In a televised interview he granted, he said the Supreme Court has made previous rulings on this and affirmed it. The current Chief Judge was one of the judges who affirmed the 25% in FCT as compulsory. So, in a similar case such as this, it is yet to be ascertained if the Supreme Court under Kayode Ariwoola would revert itself. In Nigeria's presidential election, a candidate is required to secure the highest number of votes cast nationwide and also obtain at least 25% of the votes in at least 2/3 of the 36 states in the country, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. This requirement ensures that the winning candidate has support from a broad geographic base and represents a significant portion of the country's population. This provision is outlined in Section 134, Subsection 2A of the Nigerian Constitution as amended, which states that for a candidate to be declared the winner of a presidential election, they must satisfy two conditions. The candidate must have the majority of the vote cast in the election. The candidate must obtain at least 25% of the vote cast in each of at least 2/3 of the states in Nigeria. The Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, is treated as one of the states for the purpose of this calculation. Therefore, a presidential candidate must secure the highest votes nationwide and also achieve at least 25% of the vote cast in Abuja, along with a minimum of 2/3 of the states to be declared the winner. Count 2. Who is the real Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Forgery is considered a criminal offense in Nigeria, and it is addressed under the country's criminal laws. The principal legislation that deals with forgery is the Criminal Code Act, applicable in the southern states, and the Penal Code, applicable in the northern states. These laws define and provide penalties for various forms of forgery. Under the Criminal Code Act, Section 465 defines forgery as the making of a false document or altering a document with the intention to deceive or defraud. The act of using a forged document or possessing a forged document with the knowledge that it is forged is also considered an offense. The Penal Code, on the other hand, addresses forgery under Section 364, which similarly defines forgery and prescribes penalties for those found guilty. In general, forgery is considered a serious offense and can result in imprisonment and/or fines upon conviction. The severity of the punishment depends on factors such as the nature and purpose of the forged document, the harm caused, and the intent of the individual involved. The conspiracy surrounding the true identity of the duality of the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Bola Adekunle Tinubu, where the original certificates as obtained from the Chicago State University by PDP petitioners, says the person that graduated from the school was Bola Adekunle Tinubu, as against Bola Ahmed Tinubu obtained from his APC membership card, which bears Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are two distinct identities. Also, no one for sure know whether he or she is a male or female, because documents obtained from Chicago State University indicated that the bearer is a female. The he or she that is admitted to Chicago State University might not be the one Professor Yakubu selected president, but possibly the one that graduated. A lot of details are shrouded in deep secrets when it comes to Tinubu's official documents to actually ascertain who he really is. I'm sure private investigators must have swung into action to unravel who was admitted and who graduated. This could lead to a much larger investigation, and a lot of buried secrets would begin to resurface. Interesting times ahead. Count 3. Manipulation of Inec results and the high rev. In Nigeria, manipulating election results is considered a serious offense under the law. The primary registration governing elections in Nigeria is the Electoral Act. The Act sets out the rules and procedures for conducting elections in the country, including provisions to ensure the integrity of the electoral process. Specifically, Section 124 of the Electoral Act 2010, as amended, criminalizes the manipulation of election results. The provisions state that any person who, without lawful authority, directs or indirectly tampers with, manipulates, or falsifies any election materials, or makes use of any such material, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or both. Furthermore, the Act establishes the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) as the body responsible for the conduct of elections in Nigeria. Inec is tasked with ensuring transparency and fairness of the electoral process and has the authority to investigate and prosecute any violations of the electoral law. If Inec, a supposedly unbiased election umpire, deliberately refused the live transmission of the presidential results and uploaded blurred results, then how did Inec get the figures used to announce a winner? Mr. Festus Okoye, a land lawyer, tried fruitlessly to justify the brazen illegality of the election by saying Nigeria should applaud them for conducting a sham of an election when the most sought after, the presidential election, was not transmitted live. If results upload were successful for some and not successful for others, then why be in a haste to declare a winner when results that was blurred and not transmitted? Mr. Okoye and Professor Yakubu, where did you get the results you announced? It was a technical glitch, right? And it happened in every polling unit, every local government areas, every state. Count 4. Inec non-compliance to its set electoral guidelines. Before any election, the supervising body, in this case Inec, always puts up guidelines for the conduct of the election, which are known as the Electoral Guidelines. Inec and the electorate are bound by these guidelines as laws, and non-adherence or changing of the guidelines midway is a legal ground to claim bias, and once proven in a competent court of jurisdiction, can invalidate the election results. As the case resumes, all eyes are on the presidential election tribunal judges to be totally based, unmitigatedly unashamed, and inhumane to retain Tinubu or any of the allies he goes with, known or unknown, as president. Well, the justices are vowed to uphold the tenets of democracy and the Nigerian Constitution and will not entertain any issues of technicalities, but on the merits of the case. We wait patiently in hope that justice prevails. Thank you once again for your time. Please, if you are new here, subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. Peace out.